king himself, time was moving on. He had to think of what would come after him. His family would be crucial. The year after the kingdom was proclaimed, the king had announced that he would be followed by his eldest son, Saud.
King AbdulAziz had a deep understanding of history, and he applied the lessons he learned. In the Al Saud family, children were brought up to respect tradition. The younger respected the elder in the style of sitting, eating, and the order of greeting at various occasions. This was an old Saudi tradition that was passed on through generations. King AbdulAziz instilled this tradition deep into his children's hearts.
At the end of his life, the king could look back on an adventurous career. He was himself the embodiment of the kingdom. When President Truman sent a medical team headed by his personal physician, that was manifest, as their interpreter remembers.
I still remember what the head of the medical team, General Wallace Graham, said when he finished checking the king. He said, exactly, you can read history on the body of this man, because he had scars all over, either from the sword, knife, or bullet wounds. He said, read the history on the body of this king.
It was in 1953, even as he was putting in place a new cabinet style of government for the kingdom, that the king passed away.
Everyone was in grief because he loved all people and everyone loved him. Especially since he was the first man to bring security to the kingdom.
King AbdulAziz was just like the Pacific Ocean, a quiet person in the full sense of the word, but when provoked, he reacted firmly. We knew him to be truthful, firm, and strong.
AbdulAziz was a miracle in his time. He was a very clever man, and God was on his side because he had so many unique characteristics: religion, knowledge, and wisdom. And God is the one who giveth. He rules through whomever he wants, and he gives to whomever he wants.
No man among those who passed away is like you. You are like a high mountain which collapsed and shook the ground. You are like the mountain of Uhud, which was buried into a grave. He was a towering man in every respect, towering in his characteristics, his personality, his dealings with others, his politics, and his vision of the future.